like with all great books, you have a great finale that it builds and builds and builds. And we have, you know, Band-Aid goes into We Are the World, goes into Live Aid, and then as according to your book, that's it. Decades or, you know, 80s are over right after a Live Aid.
I didn't say the 80s were over. The 80s, that's Marco Peroni from Adam and the Ants who said that I quote in the intro. The 80s, I mean, in a way, what happens after 84, after Live Aid, is even more 80s in that sense. You know,
that's true.
It's what had come before amplified. You want big hair, we're going to give you bigger hair. Yeah. You want airbrushed sounding drums, we're going to really make them sound airbrushed or gated, rather. I wrote something after I was done with the book that ran in the Wire magazine about gated drums, which is where they basically, you hit the drum and it has room echo and the gate cuts the echo off. So instead of a natural reverberation, it goes, you know, that sound. You think of like the early comeback Aerosmith songs, yeah. You know, like Love in an Elevator, with that boom sound. And so the later 80s are an amplification and formularization of what's happening earlier in the decade. For me, 84 is such a peak because there's both the surging sense that pop music is fun, interesting, and worth being challenging with again. And there's also the sense of, we got to make this accessible to everybody. So it's like the perfect combination of experimentation and accessibility. Whereas later, all the experimentation goes out the window or goes into underground music. It goes into indie rock, it goes into hip hop, it goes into dance music.